My name's Chris and I like listening to music. I'm going to listen to Damon Locke's List of Demands. I enjoyed this on every listen and it grew on me quite a lot from first. Somewhere between rap and Gil Scott Heron. He's prolific as well. This is the third album I've reviewed in just over a year. Some of the samples and beats are the best I've heard for, well, this year probably. I gave it an 8. It may be a 9. Let's see what the last listen brings. Track 1, Reverse. Now that's a way to start an album. It's perfect beat. You know, some preachers sound preachy, but not Damon. The beat and the words just drag you in. You know, whatever comes next, you know it's going to be quality. A little bit of boundary pushing, but so easy on the ear. Hard to beat as an opener, 10 out of 10. Track 2, Distance. Difficult to keep that quality going on track 2, but it pretty much does. It's still really, really strong. Still hell of a pleasant sound on the ears, if a little bit noisier. I find speakers rather than singers or rappers can drag on me a little bit, and he is a speaker, but he doesn't. As I say, the opera singing sample adds a little bit of a horror theme element. You know, music made with making music in mind, not about selling stuff. Important and timeless, not unlike Gil Scott Heron, 9 out of 10. Track 3, Holding the Dawn in Place, Beyond Part 2, nice bit of trumpet, and if possible even more Gil Scott Heron in the first 2 tracks. Again, interesting, but maybe the least enjoyable of the 3 tracks so far. I always prefer a bit more of a beat, but as mentioned, he makes this for all the right reasons, and it's not for making money, it's not to make me happy, it's art, and it's bloody good art. 8 out of 10. Track 4, Everything's Under Control, nice bit of fun for 33 seconds, love that bass line, lovely, 8 out of 10. Track 5, Isn't It Beautiful? 2 songs in one, really, musically. The drum and the horns breakdown is great. You know, the album does mix into one, really, really nice. So much going on when you listen closely, but great as background music as well. 8 out of 10. Track 6, High Priestess. I'm not really a lyrics man, as you may or may not know, but I know they're deep, even though I don't listen that closely. But to me, it's all about the music. Not a lot happens on this track, really. I like the owl hoot. Just over the edge of art, maybe, to make it overly enjoyable. Heard it 10 times, but never really noticed it. In need of a song, 7 out of 10. Track 7, Meteors of Fear. Scratching is still underused in music. I know it probably outdid itself in the 80s when everybody was doing it, but I still like to hear it. It still sounds modern to me 40 years later. I love the Public Enemy stab and the lazy beat. My 7-year-old, actually, I played it yesterday, and he said, that's a funny sound about the scratching. So, yeah, there's not enough of it. I asked him if he liked it, and he said not really, but I do. 8 out of 10.